I'll be quiet, Doctor. I have had a terrible dream, and it has left me so weak that I cannot move. What's wrong with my face? It feels all swollen, and it smarts dreadfully. Give me some water. My lips are dry, and I shall try to tell you my dream. It is very good, Doctor, and very wholesome. It is life, strong life, and gives life to me. I must ask you, Doctor, a very, very great favor, one for which I shall be indebted to you, and perhaps indeed certain other parties shall be indebted to you as well. I ask you, I implore you, Doctor, for a kitten. A nice, little, sleek, playful kitten that I can play with and teach and feed and feed and feed. No one would refuse me a kitten, would they? For I tell you this, Doctor, I believe that perhaps my salvation may depend on it. The bridemaidens rejoice at the eyes that wait the coming of the bride, but when the bride draweth nigh, the maidens shine not to the eyes that are filled. I am here to do your bidding, Master. I am your slave, and you will reward me, for I shall be faithful. Now that you are near, I await your commands. And you will not pass me by, will you, dear Master, in your distribution of good things? I shall be patient, Master. Now I can wait. Now I can wait. The fly, my dear sir, has one striking feature. Its wings are typical of the aerial powers of the psychic faculties. Oh no, I want no souls. Life is all I want. Life is all right. I have all I want. I don't want any souls. Indeed, I don't. I couldn't use them if I had them. They would be no manner of use to me. I couldn't eat them or... And, Doctor, as to life, what is it, after all? When you've got all you require and you know you will never want, that is all. I have friends. Good friends. Like you, Dr. Seward. I know that I shall never lack the means of life. What about souls? What about them yourself? Not much. Flies are poor things after all, but I don't want their souls buzzing round me all the same. Blow spiders! What's the use of spiders? There isn't anything in them to eat or... I don't take any stock at all in such matters. Rats and mice and such small deer, as Shakespeare has it. Chicken feed of the larder, they might be called. I'm past all that sort of nonsense. I don't want any souls! To hell with you and your souls! Why do you plague me about souls? Haven't I got enough to worry and pain to distract me already without thinking of souls? Let me entreat you, Dr. Seward. Oh, let me implore you to let me out of this house at once. Send me away, how you will and where you will. Send keepers with me, with whips and chains. Let them take me in a strait waistcoat, manacled and leg ironed, but let me go. You don't know what you do by keeping me here. I am speaking from the depths of my heart, of my very soul. You don't know whom you wrong or how, and I may not tell. By all you hold dear, by all you hold sacred,
By your love that is lost, by your hope that lives. For the sake of the Almighty, take me out of this and save my soul from guilt.
Can't you hear me? Can't you understand? Will you never learn? Don't you know that I am sane and earnest now?
That I am no lunatic in a mad fit, but a sane man fighting for his soul.
Oh, hear me, let me go, let me go, let me go!
Forgive me, Doctor. I forgot myself. I am so worried in my mind that I am apt to be irritable. If you knew the problem I have to face and am working out, you would pity and tolerate and pardon me. Dr. Seward, you've been very considerate towards me. Believe me, I am very, very grateful to you. I must not deceive myself. It was not a dream. He came up to the window in the mist. He was laughing with his red mouth. The sharp white teeth glinted in the moonlight. I wouldn't ask him to come in at first, though I knew he wanted to, just as he has wanted all along. Then he began promising me things, not in words, but by doing them, by making them happen. Just as he used to send in the flies when the sun was shining. Great, big, fat ones, with steel and sapphire on their wings, and big moths in the night, with skull and crossbones on their backs. Then he began to whisper, "Rats, rats, rats, hundreds, thousands, millions of them, and every one alive, and dogs to eat them, and cats too. All lives, all red blood with years of life in it, and not merely buzzing flies." Then the dogs howled, away beyond the dark trees in his house. He beckoned me to the window. I got up, looked out, and he raised his hands. A dark mass spread over the grass, coming on like the shape of a flame of fire. And then he moved the mist to the right and left. And I could see that there were thousands of rats, with their eyes blazing red, like his, only smaller. All these lives will I give you, aye, and many more and greater through countless ages, if you will fall down and worship me. And then a red cloud, like the color of blood, seemed to close over my eyes. And before I knew what I was doing, I found myself opening the sash and saying, "Come in, Lord and Master." The rats were all gone, but he slid into the room through the sash, though it was only open an inch wide. Just as the moon herself has often come in through the tiniest crack, and has stood before me in all her size and splendor. his eyes. God. God. God.